So I'm going to show you the ALG Linux downloading process here. So here is the ALG and this is the SourceForge. For example, you need to go to the SourceForge website. So search this SourceForge in the search engine or in the address bar of your browser. And then here you need to type in ALG. And here is the Linux distribution. So Plasma 6 is here. It's a beta ISO file. Here are some of the information. If you want, you can go and read everything, or you can just read it from here. So here is the official website from the GitHub or the GitHub link. I'm going to show that also. First, go to the files and go to the beta ISO file. And here you can see the ALG Plasma Pure 2024 July edition. And the ISO file is 2.0 GB. So this is the downloading process, and here is the GitHub page, which is Arka Linux GUI website, and here is some of the information, install dependencies, and some other information if you want. So that was the downloading process and the official website and the Linux distribution downloading process. So today we are making a video on the ALG Linux. So here is the boot menu of the ALG Linux. So let me quickly boot it in the live boot. I'm running it on a virtual machine, which is a VMware with a 60 GB of hard disk, 8 GB of RAM, and my CPU is i5 1240p. So basically it will take like a 2 or 3 minutes to boot up to the desktop layout in my PC. So most of the Linux distro will take that much of time. So I'm going to wait until the desktop layout loads, and we will go all the features and check all the information there. So let's wait and see to the desktop layout. So here is our desktop layout of the ALG Linux. So these are all the things pop-ups as soon as you boot up the Linux distro. So here is some installation or the welcome screen from the ALG and from the welcome screen of KDE Plasma desktop environment. Before changing any display settings or before opening any applications, I'm going to show you the system monitor. So I didn't open any of the applications, so it automatically opened in the startup. So we need to see how much of resources it consumes. So it's consuming 1.5 GB of RAM, and the CPU is a bit unstable because of the KDE Plasma version 6.1.3. So if you don't know, the KDE Plasma version with a 6.1.3 CPU will be consuming a bit unstable, or you should be seeing like a 50% in the beginning without opening any of the applications. So here is the host name, which is Arch Linux GUI. So the Linux distro's name is ALG Linux. So I'm going to show you the official website and all the information. So operating system, it says as a Arch Linux. So its KDE Plasma version is 6.1.3. Frameworks version is 6.4.0 and Qt version is 6.7.2. So let's check the applications. So these are all the applications, and the welcome screen is consuming 230 MB, and the welcome center of a KDE Plasma is consuming this much of RAM. The system monitor is here. So these are some other information. So here is the history of a CPU and the RAM. Here are all the processes running right now. So let it load, and I'm going to change the display settings. So here you can see all the process. So it's kind of a bit of laggy. So there is no smooth experience while choosing or clicking on any of the things. So I'm going to change the display settings now so you can see the changes properly. Let's change the display settings. So in the VMware it automatically changes. So I'm going to keep the system monitor in the right side corner so you can see all the changes throughout the video. So welcome screen of a KDE Plasma, which is already seen in the KDE Plasma desktop environment videos in my channel. So simple by default, click on next, powerful when needed, next, manage software, next, and finish. So in the ALG welcome screen, you should be getting the installation. You can update system, screen resolution, and update mirror list. So you can change the dark theme by clicking here, and you can change to light theme. So it is set to auto start. I'm going to close it. So here is about the ALG Linux. I'm going to close it. So I'm going to show you the official website first, and then go to the commands. So we don't have any browsers right here. So in order to download, you can just go to the SourceForge website, and you can click on the, you can type in like a ALG Linux, and you should be getting all the information. So let's open the console, and let me type in some commands. So or else I'm going to show you the downloading process and the website, and I don't give you a voice over there. Let's see, I'm going to put that part in the beginning of the video where the booting process. So I'm going to give you the I'm going to show you the downloading process and official website. I'm going to put that part in the beginning, so that will be the downloading process. So let's check the version of the console. You get the 24.05.2. So let's type in neofetch. Hit enter. So it says operating system Arch Linux virtual machine, which is VMware. Kernel you get is 6.9.10. The latest version of the Linux kernel is 6.10, and uptime is almost 7 minutes. Packages are 986. Shell bash version 5.2.26. Display resolution. Here is our desktop environment. Kevin and themes, thermal, and all those things. Not thermal, it's a terminal. So let me type in INXI. Hit enter. So it's INXI is not pre-installed. So if you want, you can install it. So let me type in cat /etc/issue. So you get all the information here. Stop. So some of the most important commands are not pre-installed. You can install it on your own. I'm going to close it. Let's see what applications we get pre-installed here. So basically you don't get any of the applications right here. You just get the desktop environments, not the desktop environment, the applications from the KDE desktop environment. Other than that, there is nothing added from the ALG Linux. So you just get the install Arch Linux and maybe the welcome screen. That's it. You don't get any bloatware applications. You basically get the KDE desktop environment. So let's check the installation by opening the install Arch Linux. Let's open and wait. So again, this is a beta version. This is not a stable ISO file. I'm going to show you the downloading process and all the official website in the beginning. I'm going to put it. So you should be watching that version, information, and you should be watching this one. So the installer, you should be getting the welcome screen, which is the Calamares installer with 3.3.6. Again, you get the same installation, so there is nothing complicated. But if you're a normal user or a new user, you should be watching the tutorials of installation in my channel, or else you can watch in the channels of in YouTube. There will be short videos. So choose your language, click on next, and you should be seeing a location. Choose your location by map, or you can choose the drop down menu here. So the system language will be set to American English, United States. If you want to change, you can change it right here, or else you can keep it like that. The numbers and date locales will be set to American English, United States. If you want to change, you can change. I'm going to keep it like that. Click on next. Choose your keyboard. So it automatically keeps all the important things, or it automatically chooses your keyboard. I'm choosing the English United States of the keyboard model, and here is the variant. You can keep whatever you want here. You can test your keyboard by typing here. You can switch the keyboard by choosing one of these. Click on next after choosing. And here in the installation or the partitions, you need to choose your installation destination or the drive where you want to install. So erase disk is basically its name says that, so it's going to erase everything in that specific drive, whatever drive you choose here, and it's going to erase everything and it's going to install ALG Linux in that specific drive. So here are the options. So that's the reason I already mentioned you need to watch installation tutorials. I already made a lot of videos, and I don't think it's better to watch my channel. It's better to watch like a other channel, because my videos will be a bit lengthy, like a 25-30 minutes. So because almost I will be covering almost, so that's the reason the videos will be lengthy. And also I made like a 3000 videos. It's pretty much very hard in which Linux distro and in which specific Linux distro I installed in the virtual disk or a hard disk or like a bare metal. So it's pretty much very hard to find out, or pretty much very hard to point out in which Linux distro I installed, because I made like a 3000 videos. It's pretty much impossible. So it's better to watch some other channels in the YouTube, like a short videos. It will be a good idea, like a 2 or 3 minutes video, and you should be getting the information of installation. So manual partitioning is the option. You need to create a partition before choosing this option in the drive or the installation destination. So you should be getting that you can install the ALG Linux on that specific partition, and you should be seeing the two operating systems or dual boot operating systems in the boot menu. You can choose whether the current operating system or the ALG Linux in the boot menu. After choosing the erase disk, you should be seeing encrypt system. You need to provide the password in the both the boxes, which should be same. And the current partition will be like this, and after it will be changed like this. And the bootloader location, you get the three options, which is a master boot record for that specific drive, and the system partition, and do not install a bootloader. So if you choose this option, you already a Linux user, you know how to do all those things. So I'm going to keep the default, click on next. Here you need to create a username and password, which should be same in the all the operating systems. So what is your name? I'm going to type in some random things here. 9to5 Linux. So if everything is going good, you should be seeing a correct sign or a tick sign. What name do you want to use to log in? I'm choosing the runboxing. So you can use the alphabets, but you can't use the numericals in the beginning. For example, like this. So your username must start with a lowercase letter or underscore. So you can't keep the numericals here. So I choose everything correct here. I'm going to remove this VMware thing. What is the name of your computer? I'm going to choose this one. Choose a password to keep your account safe. For the sake of the video, I'm choosing 1 to 5 numbers. So if everything is good, you should be seeing tick mark here. Log in automatically without asking for the password. If you want, you can check it or uncheck it. Use the same password for the administrator account. If you want the same password as the above, you can choose it, uncheck it, or check it. If you can provide the different password from the both these things. So I'm going to keep the same password. So I'm just going to check this button. So if you want different password, you just uncheck it and provide the password here. After clicking on next, you should be seeing a summary of whatever you chose in the installation, in the previous installation steps. So if you are satisfied with the summary, and you can install now. But if you don't, if you have any issue, or if you see anything wrong here, you can just go back and install. You can fix those things and click on install. So by going click back, and you can fix those things. If anything is wrong, you just go type in like a backspace, click on the backspace, and you can change these things. So after clicking on install, it's going to take like a maybe 20-25 minutes, depends on the PC and depends on the ISO file. So in this case, it's a beta ISO file. Sometimes in rare cases, the installation also gets failed and gives a pop-up like a installation failed. So most of the beta version or development version should be good, but in rare cases it will be like a pop-ups coming like a installation failed, and some issues will be popping up, and installation will be getting failed. So if it was a stable ISO file, you should be good with the without any issues. And also it So if you have like a high-end PC, it should be very quick, like a 10-15 minutes, or maybe sometimes 7-8 minutes. So if you have like a low-end PC, it's going to take a bit of time. So when you ask about the system requirements, so it's almost 2024 completion of a 2024. You need to have like at least a 4 GB of RAM for the running almost every Linux distro. And about the CPU, you need to have like a i3, maybe i3 or i5 should be good. i5, if you have like a i5, the most of the Linux distro will be running easily. So at least you get like a i3 or a dual core with 4 GB of RAM. You should be running almost every Linux distro. So that was the installation process. I'm not going to install because I need to make another video also. So that was the installation. So basically you don't get anything here, so I don't think I need to show anything here. You get the KDE Plasma desktop environment, and also you don't get any other desktop environment in the ALG Linux. So this version has the KDE Plasma latest version. So if you ask you want to go with this Linux distro or not, it's clearly up to you. In my point of view, if you only get the KDE Plasma desktop environment without anything, so it's better to download the KDE Neon. But if you want to go with the Arch Linux, you can go with the directly Arch Linux instead of ALG Linux. So it's my point of view, it's clearly up to you whether to use it or not. But if you are a distro hopper, you can try this Linux distro. So I'm going to open the ALG welcome screen and see whether there is any change in that installation. So I hope we get any desktop environments there, but if we get same installation, so there is nothing wrong here. So again, it's taking a lot of time to open the welcome screen. So Discover is not responding. Let me check the about. Here is the settings. Here is the updates. Here is the installed. Nothing found. Here is the home. Let's wait until the home is loaded. Let's open the browser. I think we need to install the browser here. So I'm going to install the browser. So I think it's going to take a bit of time here. Also the CPU is almost 80%. I need to wait until this is completed. Tasks are 2. So for some reason it's downloading at a slow speed. My internet is almost at 12 MB, 15 MB like that, but it's just downloading at 1 MB speed. So let's check the install ALG. Let's see whether we get any changes in the welcome screen or the same installation. So as you can see, you get the same installer. You don't get any changes here. So I thought there will be some desktop environment options here, but in this case there is nothing. You get the KDE Plasma desktop environment. So here you can update the systems. Here is the screen resolution, update mirror list. So I think I need to end the video here because there is nothing here. You get the KDE Plasma 6.1.3. So you already saw every video there. So if you ask me, it's consuming a lot of CPU, and RAM is almost 2.2 GB. So it's clearly up to you whether to use it or not. So there is no pre-installed applications also, and I don't think we need to continue anything here. And I'm going to show you the downloading process in the beginning of the video. So I'm going to close and end the video here. So this is all the resources consuming at the end of the video. So here is the applications, here is the history, here are the process. So I'm going to end the video here. Let's check the logout screen and end the video. So there is already a video available in my channel because I'll be posting 2 videos daily. So I already posted another video there. If you want to check it out, you can check it out. So here is our logout screen. So session, Plasma VLAN, or else you can choose the Plasma X11. So thanks for watching. Peace out.